family, he calls himself a Muslim. So this definition does apply to him, and it feels that he had no free will to say he's not a non-Muslim, if I agree with it. As far as normally what we see, that there are many of the children who follow their parents. I do agree most of them do it by blind belief. If the father is a Hindu, the children are Hindu. If the parents are Muslim, the children are Muslim. If parents are Christian, the children are Christian. I do agree to a great extent that many do blind belief, but some of them question their parents. Some of them may do because it's part of religion. Some may do because it is part of culture. But many children, they question their parents. And after questioning their parents, they may get convinced what their parents are doing right, and they may continue. So these people now, out of free will, they are continuing what their parents are doing. Some people question their parents, and they aren't convinced. And yet they continue doing it, maybe because of peer pressure, maybe because they're afraid that they cannot go against their parents. But on the other hand, some people who, when they question their parents and they aren't convinced, then they change their ideology and they change their behavior. So these people, again, out of free will, they're changing. So you can't say for sure that just because the mother is wearing a hijab, the daughter wears, that means no free will. And if mother doesn't wear hijab and then daughters wear, then it's free will. This is totally wrong. But even if I agree with Kabir, in the Islam Research Foundation, there are hundreds or maybe 1,000 girls who are not wearing hijab, and their mothers don't wear hijab, but after coming to our foundation, hundreds and thousands of them, within few weeks or couple of months, they have started wearing hijab. So if his definition that if the mother doesn't wear and the daughters wear means free will, so by free will, in Bombay itself, only coming by a foundation, hundreds and thousands have started wearing hijab. And furthermore, many of the ladies, after watching my programs on the satellite channel, maybe hundreds and thousands of them have started wearing hijab. Not in India, throughout the world. So if this is his definition of free will, then alhamdulillah, when these logical people, when they hear the logical reason why hijab should be worn. So unfortunately, I do agree that the majority in India, they wear hijab as part of culture, or they wear hijab because it's a religion, without knowing the reason. Some of them, after learning the reason, they continue. But the point to be noted is that if we convince the youngsters and the ladies with reason, logic, and science why hijab is worn, and the reason of hijab in Islam is to protect the woman, then I feel majority, if not all, the ladies who are logical, they will wear the hijab. That's the reason. There are many non-Muslims accepting Islam throughout the world. And amongst the people accepting Islam, whether India or abroad, 2/3 of them are women. So if hijab subjugates the woman, then why are the American women who are accepting Islam? Why are the European women who are accepting Islam, they are adorning hijab? So hijab is there to protect the woman. And everyone has a right to agree or disagree. And based on that, but if you speak logically, and if you explain Islam to them logically, I feel majority of the humans will agree with the points that I mentioned in Islam.
Jazakallah, Dr. Zakir. We have 2-3 comments, on the web. We have Mehnaz Chi, who says, I completely agree. Dr. Naik deserves to be in a better place. And the lady, Barkha Dutt, seemed to have no knowledge of who Dr. Naik is.
I disagree with that statement.
Dr. Zakir disagrees.
Barkha Dutt will surely be knowing who I am. That is the reason they had me on the show. That is the reason when she spoke to me the first time in the show, she said that you come on TV more than me.
Alhamdulillah.
And when she asked the third question, she said that I know that you love answering questions from the audience. So I disagree with that statement that she doesn't know me. She knew me, but she being an expert moderator, she really moderated, not with honesty, but she had a point of view. And as I said earlier, that it depends upon the integrity and the sincerity of the moderator and the producer to project the people who are there on the show.
I think the